It's Black Friday 2022 and Bluehost are having a sale with up to 75% off their hosting plans. Now, I've had some questions from students about which hosting plan to get, so I thought I would go through the options that you've got and explain a few things just in case you're a little bit confused about whether you need certain options. So let's go down. You can see we've got 75% off or up to 75% off, and this is the countdown for how long you've got. There's more information on there, but let's just click through to the start saving. And you'll see that there's 4 different plans mentioned. And I want to go through these very briefly because the choice here is quite important. Firstly, the basic plan, you only get one website. The second plan, Choice Plus, you can have unlimited websites, and then these 2 e-commerce plans over here, there is only one website there. They all come with free CDN, that's Content Delivery Network. That's a way of speeding up your site all around the world. But the other thing to notice here is the hosting space, the storage that you've got on the server for your website. For the basic plan, you have 10 gigabytes. Choice Plus is 40 gigabytes, and then the 2 e-commerce are 100 gigabytes and 200 gigabytes. You'll see that there is a free domain with the first year. That's if you get your domain through Bluehost. Now, I recommend you use a separate registrar and web host, so I wouldn't go ahead and get that. I would actually pay for my domain on something like Namecheap and then link it to my Bluehost account. But if you want, you can get a free domain for the first year. We've got custom WordPress themes on all of them. This is normal WordPress. This is nothing special. You can go in and you can install 3 themes from the WordPress repository on all of them as you would expect. In the 2 e-commerce, we've got exclusive store themes. Now, there are exclusive store themes on the WordPress theme repository as well, so you don't really need that. And Store Analytics comes with a plugin like WooCommerce, and that's the best way of implementing an e-commerce solution anyway. For security, you get free SSL on all of these. It says here only first year, but I would have to check on that because I think there's free SSL all the time. The basic has malware scanning. The others have daily website backup and domain privacy. Now, if you buy your domain through Namecheap, you can get free domain privacy anyway. This is where you set up the domain with Namecheap and then you link it to the host. So Namecheap would be your registrar. So that isn't particularly important if you're going to do the separate registrar and host. And then down here under marketing, the basic doesn't have anything under marketing. The others have Yoast SEO free. Well, Yoast SEO is a free plugin anyway, so you can install it even if you have basic plan over here. So that again isn't that important. And then with e-commerce, these are all features of WooCommerce plugin. So even if you had the basic plan, you could still install WooCommerce and you would have access to all of these as well. So it's a little bit misleading in what you get. You think you're getting a lot more features than you actually are. Okay, let's look at the price because this is important. You'll see that the basic plan, you pay from $2.95 a month. That's if you are buying 12 months. If you buy 36 months, it's $4.95 a month. So it's more per month. But the thing you've got to bear in mind is that this $2.95 a month is only for your initial purchase. So if you buy at $2.95 per month for 12 months, you'll be paying £35.40, but at the end of that 1 year, you're going to go up to $9.99. If you go for the 36 months, you're paying 3 years in advance, you're paying $4.95 a month, which works out as £178.20, but it's 3 years before your price will go up to $9.99, and then you can probably get another deal and get it cheaper then. The same goes for Choice Plus. You'll see that the 12-month is $4.45. If you buy for 36 months, it's $5.45. Now, if you're only going to use one website, I would suggest you use the basic plan. That's all you really need. If you're planning on doing more websites, then I would certainly recommend the Choice Plus. I would also recommend that you do go for the 36 months because in the end you end up saving a lot more than if you just buy for 12 months and then your price goes up. You see this one goes up from $5.45 to $18.99. So you would have 3 years at $5.45. In this case, you would only have 12 months at $4.45. So you think you're saving, but you're not really. Now, the other thing I wanted to just cover briefly is if you select one of these, let's go over and select one. And it's going to ask for the domain. Now, if you're getting your domain through Bluehost, you can put in the domain here that you want and see if it's available, and you can order it through there and then go through the process of paying. However, if you want to use a separate registrar and web host, you would put your domain name in here that you already have, let's say you've already bought it at Namecheap, that's the domain you want to use, you would enter into this use a domain you own. When you click on next, you'll be taken to the same page as if you were getting a domain through Bluehost to fill in your details. Now, this is where you could get extra charges if you don't know what you're doing. You see here, service term 12 months. We can increase that to the 36 months if we wanted to there. And then down here, package extras. You don't need CodeGuard Basic, you don't need SiteLock Security. So uncheck those, otherwise they will also be added, and those are monthly payments. They will also be added to your total. So you see there, my total is $249.96 for 36 months, but if I uncheck both of those, I'm down to $178.20. So make sure you uncheck both of those. You don't need them. You don't need single domain SSL. You get that for free. Yoast SEO Premium, well, you can get that later anyway if you want to and get it directly from Yoast. And then you just go down, fill in your credit card details and submit, and you will get your account set up. So those are the different plans available. And as I said, my recommendation, if you're going to have just one website, then I would recommend you go for the basic. You can always upgrade later, and they can upgrade you to a Choice Plus when you want to add more domains. If you want to add more than one website to your hosting plan, then I would recommend the Choice Plus. These two over here I wouldn't get because the online e-commerce features that you get here are free in WooCommerce, which you can install in the basic package or in the Choice Plus package. So I hope that helps demystify some of the options available.